Mm-hmm.
See, the music's working again.
I think it is working in the background, just we can't see it. Hello and welcome to Flory Models. Here we are live on Thursday night with you till 10 o'clock. And I don't know, somebody in live chat, tell us if you heard the music at the beginning, because none of us hear it and we're not sure why. It's a little bit weird, a bit odd. But anyway, we are all here. So going around the room as always, we have the wonderful Mr. Steve. Hello, Steve. How's it going?
Yeah, surviving.
Tell us about your ailments.
I just feel under the weather this week, so
Got a compacted rectum. Sorry, was that private?
Yeah.
Bless. Anyway, we'll come back to talk to you in a minute about your V2. So hold on. And we've got Nathan with us.
Hello.
With a cheeky little beer. What's in the beer bottle tonight?
This is Black Sheep tonight.
Oh, very nice. Little hoppy number.
Absolutely.
Very, very nice indeed. Mr. Matt.
Good evening.
How's it going?
Very well.
At
Yeah.
PM Towers.
The PM Towers, yeah. Yes, the empire is expanding.
Yeah, the empire's expanding. We have a new range which will be with us very, very shortly. We'll talk about that very, very soon.
We will, yes.
And we've got Mr. John.
Hello.
How's it going?
Very well, thank you.
Any news on the house move?
No, we've had a couple of people come round for 2 viewings, but nothing yet. So
don't forget, if anybody wants a nice little house in the middle of Taunton, what careful owner from new?
yeah, not that old.
Yeah, low miles on the roof. It's fine. Any offer, chewed over.
Yeah, any sensible offer accepted.
I'll
give you £1.
And in Ultra HD this evening, our very own Mr. Rob. I can't think how clear that is. That's stupid. I know you've got like the sun in your face, but yeah, that's clear.
Yeah, it feels a bit hot in here.
Are you working on your tan?
Yeah, I am a bit.
A pair of swimming goggles on.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed. And go on then, give us a quick flash of your monster.
I beg your pardon.
The innuendos on this show, it's terrible. Look at the size of that.
No.
What's on the wings?
They're machine guns.
What, they actually sit in there?
Yeah. Well, what it was on the plane is that you've got like a metre diameter wide tube that goes down the wing.
Right.
There's a wing spar. And what they did was they got in and then crawled all the way down that wing spar to get to that machine gun.
Nice.
Safe. Very safe.
Yeah, so you literally sit out on the wing. That's like something from you see these anime type things, isn't it?
Yeah. But
They're
we
right
worked
behind
out.
the prop, aren't they?
You what, sorry?
They're right behind the prop.
Yeah. Don't shoot forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the places we can put it, that's really
It's
not
stupid,
the
isn't it?
greatest one.
Yeah, you're going to get a bit wham.
Exactly.
Normally, I would have thought they'd put fuel tanks in the wing.
Off exhaust.
Yeah. But the thing is, if they got shot down, then you've got to try and get into there and then down the wing into the inside and jump out and get your parachute on at the same time.
Yeah.
Did you take us for that position?
I don't know. The book that I've got is all in German, so apart from that, because of Steve's V2, I couldn't resist. But I had to get me out.
Oh, look. Very nice indeed.
So that was my buy for this week.
Very cool.
I got a bollocking for it as well.
So much trouble for that.
To be honest, you should be used to that.
Yeah. I did try and tell her that it's £100, but I got it for 60, so it's a deal.
A bargain.
And it did work.
What is it, Mole?
You what, sorry?
Sorry, we have a guest. What? Important. Has Skippy gone down the well again?
I was going to say, it is a bit like that, isn't it?
What's Lola done this time?
Yeah.
You're going to have to wait. Let me do this bit and then I'll let you out, all right? We should have discussed this before, clearly. Right, and obviously from his deathbed, cough a bit. Make it convincing.
It's not coughing, it's the
Oh, so it's both ends.
Hey,
Both
he ain't
ends.
got a compacted rectum.
Oh no, definitely not. It's totally clear. Whistle clean.
Everything I eat comes out.
Like
One
a
or-
culture
one or
pressure
both.
washer.
Ron's turned up. Ron's here.
Oh, Ron has turned up. Hold on, back to Ron, who's late 5 minutes. That's a long 5 minutes.
My computer was doing an update.
Oh, you were glad. We were glad that this morning. Very nice. Anyway, how's you, Ron? How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
How's your lighting?
Sorry.
How's your lighting? On your mic?
Yeah, I've got a new PCB now, so that's the third one, and it seems to be fine.
Oh, right. So it's all
Fine.
now flashing and lit up and...
Well, yeah, getting there. Getting there.
You don't sound convinced.
I've got the wings all wired up and
Right.
zipped up. There.
Right.
So
Can't you put all three in and use the best bits out of each one?
sorry.
Yeah, you could have lots of different lights running everything.
Yeah. And then as you probably saw on the forum and on Facebook,
Yeah.
got the
I did see that. Lovely work on your cockpit.
Very nice, Ron.
Very, very nice. Very good indeed. Nicely done. And obviously, welcome, good evening to everybody who is in live chat. Why have we got so many Chris's? Look at that. We've got a bunch of Chris's in there as well. Who knew? But yes, there's loads and loads of you into the live chat area. Remember, if you're a subscriber, you can talk to us directly throughout the show. Just go on to the actual chat room, which as far as we know is working like a treat at the moment. So you can go in there and obviously yap amongst yourselves, and obviously everything you want to talk about is in there. If you want to get hold of us, or you want to post up any photos you want to show, or your models that are built, things like that, then post them up in the forum. You've got two little areas for going in there. I could actually show you around here if I could find my way around. Where are we? Hold on. If I do this, I've got to make sure this is all working. Hold on. There we go. So we are down in here. So if you go like all categories, just to show you where we are. Okay, if you're wondering. So if you go down into live shows, just down in here. And then obviously this one. If you post your photos in here, and then it will link up. I won't press go on there because obviously we'll be watching ourselves. But if you reply down in there, and then obviously we can, answer any questions direct. And then obviously if you want to post up any questions, general ones for the team and things like that. If we go back, and then obviously we've got down in here, which is ask the team, which is just below this one. There is a bit of method in the madness for this. And then obviously you've got questions for the team and just general as well. For all the ones down in here, we've got some that are on from last week, and then obviously this week's down below, which we'll be getting onto very, very soon. Well, that's the idea anyway. Usual thing, we will be building throughout the evening. I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm doing yet. I could actually do the primer work on the Hunter because I have got all my cameras operational tonight, which is quite nice. So we do have the spray booth is operational, and we've got a nice close-up if we need it, and we've got the overhead for me down in here. And then obviously the guys will be up to their various things. And so what are we all working on? Steve, what are you working on then?
No, right, lot. At the weekend, I did a bit more work on the Raiden.
Mhm.
I've got all the videos to come. Jakarta is taking shape. I'm getting there with
Nice.
that.
Very nice.
So yeah, that's been about it really. But I haven't been at the bench the last few days. So a bit of a shock to try to figure out where I'm up to, what I've been doing, and
Yeah. Well, yesterday, obviously, everybody got the final-ish part of your V2 rocket. Looks absolutely stunning. Who's that?
that's raw.
That's Rob Paul.
And so, yes, the LV2 turned out absolutely stunning, mate. Fantastic. It'd be great if you could do some high-resi pictures for us.
Yeah, I'll get them done. Definitely.
We can put them up in the forum. Once we've done that, what I'll do is we'll put it into a concise area on the main site as well. So, but yes, it did look particularly nice, that one, I have to say. Very nice.
Nice kit.
It is. Look fantastic. Anyway, Ron, so you're working on your MiG.
He talked
Yeah,
to us.
slowly doing a bit more each day. I can now get into it because I've got the electrics and
So just because obviously tonight, although I haven't got it up, so I don't know how many people are watching, but we are live on YouTube as well tonight. So just for the uninitiated who haven't followed you over the last couple of weeks, what are you doing?
What I'm doing is I am building this monster, 132nd Trumpeter MiG-21 MF, and I'm doing it in Romanian markings. I've got a Romanian aftermarket set to change it from the MF to the Lancer C. I've also got a full lighting kit for it, which has got tail and nose strobes, wing navigation lights, landing lights, reheat, and cockpit lights.
Very nice.
So got a lot of electrics to fit into it.
Yeah, to hide. Have you worked out how you're going to get rid of the board yet?
Sorry?
Have you figured out how you're going to get rid of the board? Are you going to try and do it internally or mount it under the base?
Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the battery pack in the base, obviously. I'm going to put the board into the fuselage. I'm all twisted up here with wires. And what I've done is I put an additional lead in there.
Yeah.
So that's going to act, well, it's going to look like a brake line, but that's one of the leads from the power pack to the board.
Yeah.
And on this, like the port leg, will be the other one. And that's one of the boards that I've got to get into the fuselage.
Right. Very nice. So a bit of a cramming effort, but I'm sure it'll fit in the end. Following along with interest. Hey Nathan, how's the Hunter Declan going?
I'm onto the, thanks to Fantasy Print Shop, I'm onto the underwing serials, which need chopping up and slicing and dicing because of the undercarriage. So I've done one wing. I need to do the second one, and then for the rest of the week, I've been getting a Neo Mega cockpit into an Airfix Buccaneer.
How's that going?
It's gone in, which is a miracle. It does actually fit, and I'm quite lucky in the sense that this particular Buccaneer isn't like a proper banana one.
Because most of them, I must admit, I have built a few over the years now, and they've all been like a banana.
I mean, I think there's about 3 mil sort of gap. It's not going to take anything at all to get it to behave. So I think I'm one of the lucky ones.
Very nice. You didn't get one of the Fable 2-for-1 kits then?
No, I didn't. I think I got one of the very, very, very first ones. Don't know. I've heard it's because they took them out of the mold too quick, and that's why they went all weird.
Banana shaped, yes.
It's potluck.
Very nice. Right, I'll pop back to Matt in a second because we need to talk about things. So, John, what are you working
on? To be honest, I haven't done anything since last Thursday. Today's the first time I've been at the bench, so the Hunter's still got to be finished, but I'm working on me Zill truck at the moment still. Just getting that together. A very nice kit it is as well.
Very good. Very nice indeed. Rob?
I'm still plodding along with the RF84. It is that one. Yeah. So I'm still doing that. I'm trying to fix my thing that I bugged up last week.
Right.
So it took me 2 minutes, and then I might be able to get some paint done.
Cool. Very, very good. Very nice. And then Andy, so what's the plan then? You finished off last week.
I did carrying on with my F84. Was it F84?
Yes. F104.
Yeah, just it's almost ready for paint, to be honest with you. But I'm in a dilemma what colour to do the underside. Because according to Edard's instructions, it should be which one is it? 308, which is that.
Yeah.
which guns say is F40, F15, F16, etc. grey.
Yeah.
But to my mind, that looks a bit bluey grey for the pictures I've seen.
Mm.
And I was talking to Nathan, he's got a book, and according to his book, it should be silver.
Oh.
But then one of the guys on the forums built one,
Right.
and he's done grey, done in grey.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to be in the RAF and used to see them. And he built it a while ago, he says, because I've asked him what colour he's done it in. He thinks he did it the guns colours. It's fair, it looks really good. So I'm a bit of a dilemma what colour to actually do it. Do I do it silver, or do I do it the colour the instructions say?
Well, why don't we have a poll? It'd be like Brexit. Right, sir.
Well, we'll be here in another 2 years.
That's all right. We'll have an extension if we're not sure. And in live chat, we'd like to do a quick vote and then work out what colour you should paint it in.
That's the scheme I'm doing it.
Right.
If you're still on me.
Up a bit so we can see the bottom. Yeah. Okay. Looks more grey than silver to me.
Yeah, we've definitely got pictures of it being silver.
Perhaps they did some in silver.
Let's have a look
Yeah.
at the Luftwaffe SIG website. I think I've got some pictures of starfighters on there.
Share screen.
Um,
It says I vote no colour for F104.
Yeah, that's it. Just leave it in primer.
45.
Actually, it says pink.
Starfighter.
Yeah, pink.
Okay.
Mine says grey.
Okay, if you go on to the Luftwaffe SIG
Grey,
website,
grey,
I've
but
got
with an amendment to change it to silver.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it looks silvery grey.
Silvery grey. Brilliant.
My extended decision making time. So
Yeah. Oh my gosh. These are museum ones. So I don't know if they're any good, but they look to me high speed. One looks high speed silver, and one looks
grey.
Aircraft grey.
yeah, basically yeah, silvery grey.
Silvery grey.
Really, really flat silver.
Do one half grey and then the other silver.
Yeah, that'll work. Yeah.
I'll do it in grey because it's easy.
Yeah, do it in grey.
I might do it in grey, and if it doesn't look right, I'll use that as my primer to do it in silver.
Yeah, why don't you do it like silvery grey?
Yeah.
Avoid the decision and
Yeah, that way you're like half and half, aren't you? So I would say go with a silvery grey.
50-50 mix of silver and grey.
Yeah. It'll look like half glass.
Yeah.
I don't think he's convinced, to be honest with you.
Most people in the live chat are actually saying grey or
Yeah.
greyish.
let's do it in a really, really, really
Really, really, really light grey.
yeah.
Oh, one thing, I wouldn't guess which one was which. I wouldn't know if it was silver or grey.
If you went for a really light grey, like, you know, XF19.
Yeah.
Because that's, you know, pretty close to like ghost grey.
Yeah. It's underneath anyway. Who cares?
Yeah, no one's going to see it.
Yeah, but it actually comes quite tight beside the fuselage. So
Or pick an entirely different scheme to do.
Well, yeah, that's a good option, John.
there's one in all over grey.
I was going to say, isn't there another option?
Well, there's one in silver.
There is like a wraparound green camouflage one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they got one in wraparound.
Hmm.
I could do it in.
Yeah, go with the white one.
Yeah, I'd do that one.
We've got to that one. That one's cool.
Yeah, that is a good one, that one.
That looks brilliant.
I did many, many years ago the yellow and black one. It's just yellow and black. Good colour
Yeah.
scheme that was.
I could do that one, but that's been done to death.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that one. Some idiot did that one.
Yeah,
Definitely grey.
You do XF19 if anyone says it's wrong. That's how often I'll say it wrong.
Let me check one last time.
Oh, look, there's a star.
Yeah, look.
Chris says you got till the March 29th to paint it, Andy.
Or do we have an extension?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
till
all right.
June 30th.
Have an extension and just keep waffling it on. There you go. I would do that one. I can't remember what colours I did it in, but I remember the wings. They're done in. I think it's like guns white.
Didn't you paint that one in that one you did in 8K?
Yeah, the white case. I love them. The metal's on this. If I go close, you can.
It's the one that I picked up at Telford and Phil told me not to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, that's at the 8K metalized, isn't it? Because didn't you do the MiG-21? Is that Vallejo?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
Still looks nice though, doesn't it?
Ooh, Nathan's got a book.
This is the best and worst decal set you could ever buy because there are 1,400 decals in it.
Is that the air dock set?
It's the Daco.
Oh.
Astra decals, rather. Daco, yeah. It's armor. Look on the Luftwaffe SIG website, Andy, and see, make your own mind up. There's a couple on there.
No wonder. Well, it's worth how much? 20 quid for that set?
Something like that. These are 72nd scale, though.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if you see it. There is a really cool wraparound green one where it's just like the Tornado Norm 83 scheme.
Yeah, nice
That's
one,
pretty
Matt.
cool.
Yeah.
Right, it says here.
silvery grey.
You know, it's on the front cover of your book. What's that?
One
It's
of
on
them
the
it
front
says
cover.
white aluminium dull. And the other one it says white aluminium shiny.
Oh, so it's white aluminum.
Yeah. So that
There you
is
go. So you're metalizing it whether you want to or not. Have you got white aluminium?
wouldn't XF19 look like weathered
Yeah.
silver?
No.
No, not quite. It's a bit too grey for that.
Well,
I've got white aluminium. You do it in AK Extreme.
I reckon you could do it in X11.
There you go.
There you go, because this is white aluminum.
It is.
What
You know,
number's that
that's
for?
an actual metal one.
This is 478. White aluminum.
Right to the front. It is quite grey as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Perhaps you could get away with that. It's not like a, I don't know, food spray. It's going to be a bit difficult to tell, but it looks like if you wanted a greyish aluminium, that's what it looks like.
Especially if you put it over grey primer.
Yeah.
You've
Dark
got
grey
to put grey primer, that
primer.
ain't fine. That'd be-
Yeah, that's the praise.
Yeah, you put it over that and it'll look all right.
Well, I did the same. I did the same, Andy, on my Dornier, if you remember, when we were on Skype.
Yeah.
And I put it over a grey, and it went really dull.
Yeah, it does. There's no.
And then I did it over a black, and it was
Yeah,
popped.
Yeah. That's the plan then.
there you go.
Oh, then go for that. What could go wrong?
You can always paint over it.
Yeah, you can always paint over it in white.
So, yes.
There you go then.
To be honest, us lot are like Brexit anyway, because we can't make a decision over anything.
At least we're not running the country, though.
Luckily, it's bad enough when we're trying to pick the six and stuff like that. Six and group builds, it's like an utter nightmare. So anyway, Steve, you all right? You're looking a bit peaky, mate. If you want to scoot off, I don't blame
I'm
you.
probably going up, yeah. I think I might have to go and find a dark little corner to
Cracking.
not crapping, I'm not laughing. Die. But yeah.
But no, don't feel you have to be here in suffering, mate, because I know you're not feeling it tonight.
No, I might just depart in a minute.
That's all right. Not a problem. So yes. Anyway, the other big news is, isn't it, Matt?
It is.
He's building a Wessex.
I am, and I've started decking it. Yeah, we'll put it on the Rob's camera because mine's not on the thing. There you go.
No,
I've started on
don't
one
want to
side.
drop it again.
There you go.
I dropped it and broke it.
Ooh, very nice.
I tell you what, the decals are tough.
One of the cold rose birds.
Yeah, that one's a bit too cool.
No, they're not great for cartograph decals. I'm not impressed. But it'll look all right when it's finished.
It will.
Looking nice.
It is. I was sick of looking at it all finished from when I started it when we were doing them last time. So yeah, it needs to be done and dusted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get my feet done.
Box for mine and my instructions are. Well, there's me box.
I need to turn my camera down.
Okay, so anyway, the other small news that we do have from PM Towers. Well, then you tell them. Go for it.
We will soon be stocking Mr. Hobby products. So we're starting off with stocking the thinners and setters and surfacers and stuff like that.
Like self-leveling thinners.
Self-leveling thinners and stuff. And then later on, we're going to be stocking the paint ranges as well.
And possibly the airbrushes.
Not possibly, no, we are. We will be.
Okay, we definitely are.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, we're going to be doing the airbrushes.
So yes. Okay, so the entire range, it starts coming in imminently.
Yep.
We'll be expanding on it as obviously time goes on, like we are everything else. But obviously, it's another little range that we've got going now. That's all very nice.
Looking forward to it. We've got first batch coming in tomorrow.
Yeah.
And like I say, we'll see how that goes and go from there really with it. So, happy days.
What's your first batch?
Thinners, setting solutions, the surfaces. Unfortunately, they're out of that masking stuff. Yeah, they're. When I spoke to them today, they've got a delivery coming at the end of this month of a restock of everything.
Right.
So we'll get it then. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Apparently, the boat from wherever it came from didn't come in December. But they got kind of a double delivery in January. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's obviously come and gone, and then obviously, we're just waiting on a restock. So he did assure me that stock's pretty consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So that was good to hear. It's not just going to come in and we're waiting months to get it back in. So
yeah,
so that's really good news.
Cool, very good indeed.
So yes, exciting.
Excellent stuff. Right, so over in question for the team. First of all, we've got David saying, greetings. Is there going to be an Easter egg sig this year? I think it normally started by now. It is, it's up, it's on the forum. Hold on, let me find it. God, where have I put it? Hold on, let me go. Where are we? Forum. Where is it? Do the quick way. January. There we go, Easter egg. So it is in here. So we have in, and also I put up, because it's always good for a giggle, we've got the previous videos from, I was impressed with my intro.
No, I remember that. Did you do that?
That's nice.
You practiced that for weeks, didn't you, Phil?
I thought, but apparently, there you go. So anyway, usual thing. So it's basically that fun and time again where we have all of these things going on and doing all the bits and pieces of your great work. Funny enough, look, there's a Mr. Molyneux's
Hey, look, Mr. Molyneux.
Yeah. So anyway, that for inspiration, 2 years ago are the ones down there. And I want to know what happened to the real egg. One year we actually had a real egg.
Yeah, we did, didn't
Did
we?
it go rotten than that? It's in one of these. If you go back down there and see them. But anyway, it's basically running from when is it running? Oh God, I did have the things up here. Hold on, let me go into it properly. I've got all the dates on the mast on the home page. Let me scroll down. There we go. It's running from the 21st to the 21st of April. So it's like a whole month on that one because they're only little, they're only a little bit of fun. So, but it is down in there. I'll put it up there beginning of the week. So you're all sorted. If anybody's got any work in progresses already, like Natalie's just saying there, we can move them in. So we'll just drop them in. So if you have started one, we can pop it in there and we can put it in there and do it like that. So that's not a problem. So yes, so definitely you will be okay. Will be easy and get them in. But usual thing with these things, they are literally just supposed to be a little bit of fun. It doesn't really matter what it is. There's no prizes. There's no nothing. It's just literally a bit of a giggle. So we've had guys make things with real eggs, from everything from plant pots to God knows what.
Loads of stuff, isn't there?
Loads of stuff. It's always good, bit of a crow crack, and it's just one of those ones where you just let your imagination run wild. Definitely in there, and you can do it. Right. Okay. Let me go back to the questions where we were then.
Okay, Matt, who do you use to post stuff out with? You use raw mail, don't you?
Mostly raw mail, yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on if it's like a lot of stuff, then we get a courier, but mainly Royal Mail.
Yeah.
Well,
Mark's asking in the chat. It says, "Who do PM use to post stuff out with? Please don't let it be herpes."
No, God, no. No.
We don't use those. We've got
You use the professionals.
Yeah. Clean it is.
DHL.
Well, it's not UPS because we had a bit of a problem with that.
We've had a massive problem with that, haven't we?
We had a load of paint racks go out, and the paint racks were all on a van that got involved in an accident, and they've all got smashed. So brilliant. So it didn't go down exactly well.
Did they go out to the customers like that, or did they send them back?
Yeah, they went to the customers. They carried on with a note saying that unfortunately the vehicle was involved in an accident, but it must have happened just with the vehicle that picked them all up, because there was a couple of orders and they all got broke. So it must have happened all at the same time. But you'd think they'd send them back and do it that way, but never mind. Never mind. Right. Ian is saying, hold on, if I do a screen share, you guys can see this. A question for the team. He's making the 120th scale Tamiya McLaren MP413 and on the Marks Group build with the Studio 27 Super Detail set. How would you go about bending the parts that replicate the aerodynamic deflectors? They call them barge boards, don't they? Beside the wheels. So this is his problem. He's got flat photo etch that he needs to bend to that shape.
Okay. Can't use the plastic as a template to.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Anneal it first.
Yeah. I'd definitely eat it up.
Yeah.
Eat it up, let it cool down, and then it'll get nice and pliable and bendy.
He goes.
Just depends on how thick the.
That looks thick.
If it's thick, you're all right annealing it. If it's very thin, be careful, because I did it on some Edhard stuff and it melted it.
That looks quite thick, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's thick enough. But what I'd do is put it on a mouse mat and use like something round, like a light what?
Like a pencil. To be honest, I usually use MRP bottles.
Yeah.
And then just keep putting it up against the part to see if you get the right contour, if you know what I mean.
It is. It's the old-fashioned panel beating trick, isn't it? Where all you're going to do is you're just warming it up. That makes it softer and more malleable. And then obviously just keep curving it till you get it to the right shape. There's no real shortcuts to it.
No.
It's one of those ones where you're just going to have to keep you bend it a bit, test a bit, bend a bit, test a bit.
Yeah.
I'll glue those parts, like part B2.
Yeah.
I'd glue them onto the kit.
Yeah.
And then bend the photo etch and then keep test fitting.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, from my point of view, this is one of those where there is no shortcut. There's no trick to this. It's just time, patience, and, you know, just putting in a couple of hours, just working on the part. But it'll be worth it when you get it, because you need to get it right, because it's quite an integral part of the kit. So, but
So that is direct replacement then put a wedge for them plastic parts, yeah?
yeah, I assume so.
So that, I'm just looking, is that plastic part got like a ridge in it?
I don't know. Is that a groove or
Yeah, that's what I was
on
thinking.
here as well? Look, you can
Is
see.
there one on the cover itself? Is there one there as well, is there?
Hold on, let me zoom in.
God. Let's have a look. So that just looks flat to me.
Don't know. Hard to see if that's
Well, it's not a mould line, so it's something definitely in the panel, isn't it?
yeah.
What you mean it's raised or?
Well, no, you can't tell, obviously, if it's got that and then that's just a flat piece of photo wedge, you're going to have to put that shape in as well, aren't you? Whatever it's supposed to be. Whether it's a groove or
If it's a groove.
step or what.
There is something up there.
It's a
Photo wedge.
line, yeah, so it might be to do that way. Tail shot would be a photo wedge.
Yeah.
Because
So,
on here, it looks like it's just a separate colour.
yeah.
They're calling it out for it, so perhaps it's.
But in that photo, it still looks like a line in the photo.
There is, yeah, that's just hard to tell.
There is a
Yeah, there is a line in it, isn't there?
faint line going through them, yeah.
Looks like fun.
Hours of fun.
Yeah, I'll be using the plastic part.
I'm with photo etch to a T though. I'm like, yeah, okay, I think we'll stick with the photo etch and with the plastic part. I can't be asked. Anyway, next one. Hi guys, could you really explain to me what they means by some kit is reboxed? For example, when they say Revell has reboxed some Hasegawa kits, you mean that the kit, two possibilities. One, Revell took, probably bought sprues, which have been made by Hasegawa and packed Resol's, or two, Revell has bought the molds, blah, blah, blah. I can actually answer this one because me and Matt had a talk a couple of years ago, I don't know if he remembers, to a person who will remain nameless about this very subject, didn't we?
We did. We did indeed.
What was that? Feedback. Right, okay, the way it actually works, and this is straight from the horse's mouth, who I can't say because he's like Andy McNabb, we'd have to blind him out and pixelate him or something. But what happens is that the said manufacturer who is making the kit has two options. So say you were just making yourself a Sopwith Camel, what you might want to do is go to another manufacturer such as Revell and say to them that, would you be interested in doing a joint partnership with the actual production run of the kit? Now, the way this actually apparently works is that then they both agree that the lead, as in, say, Flory Model was making this particular kit, would do a run of, say, 1,000 kits, okay? And it would have the initial run of it for like 12 months. After that, the second company, in this case Revell, would then produce 2,000 kits of it that they would release, normally, as we know, with different decals and markings and things like that. But it's an agreement between both companies to share technically the manufacturing cost, because obviously, if you imagine, if we've done a run of 1,000 kits, you know, it's quite expensive. But if we can do a run of 5,000 kits, the unit costs become less, and that's how they do it. So it's an agreement that's done between both companies round pub or something else like that, and that's the way it actually works. Second way it is that a company, and like we presume like Edard does it all the time, approaches a company like Hasegawa and asks them for like an OEM version of their kit. So all they will get is the bag of sprues. They don't want the instructions, they don't want the decals, they don't want the box, it's just blanks. And they buy from them a set number. So say it's like 1,000 pieces of, like Andy's working on the rebox of the Hasegawa into Edard F104 Starfighter. They will buy those, and it's a licensed agreement. They can then resell those kits and do it that way. As far as we know, at no point is there a thing where molds are sold to each other's company and they don't use each other's mold. The company manufacturing does it. It's either done in the first place, like I said before when we was explaining that the initial company will do a run and then a secondary company will then do the second run and then split the cost of production. So that's literally how it works in a nutshell. Again, there might be certain differences with certain companies, but the big one we were talking to, and it was a very large company, that's how they go about doing it. But he didn't want to be mentioned on camera. because obviously it's all this inner dealings between companies and the way they work.
There's something I was reading in one of Edard's magazines that they bring out a while ago, and said that they buy, like I said, off Hasegawa, say 5,000 kits, and so like 3,000 of them will go out as the special editions.
Yeah,
and they'll keep a certain amount back for spares, and then a certain amount will then go down as forward as overtrees.
Yeah.
So when they sell them just as overtrees.
Yeah.
So like you said, they just like buy a quantity off them as the kits. You see it, because they'll come bagged and it'll say in the bag.
The Hasegawa ones all do it. Like that. They have a little label that says manufactured in Japan. Yeah.
You can see it on that. Yeah. Imported by Edard, model accessories, made in Japan.
Yeah. But yeah, it's quite apparently a lucrative thing for all companies involved, and it's a good way of them spreading the cost than obviously doing it just on the road. Because obviously if you've got a company, a smaller company, they might have the best kit in the world, but for them to just produce maybe 500, it's not viable even to do it. So if they can get backing of a larger company, so this big company is just going to happily sit on the wings and they'll wait. So once we've done our production run, then they will release theirs. And then they can obviously do what they like when it comes to decals, boxing and stuff like that. Adding aftermarket if they wanted to, that's fine. But, it's all done as an agreement beforehand. But it is apparently a way that the smaller companies can obviously get on their foot on the ladder and enables them obviously to produce kits.
The one I don't understand is the likes of Italia, where they do the Mirage, 32nd scale Mirage.
Yeah.
They sell it at a price.
Mm-hmm.
They sell the parts to Revel, who have now reboxed it.
Yeah, I get that.
£20-30 cheaper.
Yeah.
So no one's going to buy the Italia one.
No.
Yeah, normally they do it when the actual manufacturing one's not in production.
Yeah, but then all the ones that are, because I suppose that if they've sold it to to suppliers and shops, they've already sold it, haven't they?
Yeah, already done there a bit.
Yeah.
So
if it sits in their inventory, it's not Italia's problem, is it?
No.
Because they've made their money off it, haven't they?
Yep.
We often spoke about that. You get certain companies seem to hop in with others, like obviously Kinetic. Obviously are in with Italeri because there's obviously a lot of reboxing of Kinetic stuff by Italeri, and that is quite obviously the thing. And then you get Tamiya and Italeri, which always seems a bit weird, but the 72nd kits are Italeri kit reboxed by Tamiya. Not all of them, they do have their own, but this was more in the 90s when it was pretty much all Italeri stuff. Nowadays they do quite a bit of their own, but yeah, so you do get some funny crossovers in the world the way it actually works. Obviously the biggest one at the moment that's come through is Bandai with Revell. Now I've got a little bit of inside knowledge on this one, but it's that thing where Italeri obviously Bandai are sitting on a lot of kits that they haven't been able to shift. So they've done a deal with Revel to basically be able to do them. But as far as we know, they're actually coming out in Bandai boxes.
Mm.
We haven't seen them yet, have we?
No, I've not seen them yet. No.
So yeah, we've got, to be honest, we have got some on order. So hopefully we'll get them in quite soon of the actual Bandai range. But it's actually been imported by Revel because it was always a stumbling block from our point of view. We couldn't bring them in because none of our suppliers would supply outside of Japan to Europe because of trade agreements and various things.
Well, are the Bandai prices or are the Revel prices?
No, they're Revel prices.
Oh, right.
They're not totally cheap, but they are better.
It makes it more accessible, doesn't it?
That's it.
At least you can get them now. So
yeah.
The way I understand it, if you want for these Muppets that we call MPs, along in Brexit, we could get out of the EU, get a trade deal, better one with Japan, and get cheaper Japanese kits.
I agree, Steve. I think if modelers should be MPs, because let's face it, we'd have great trade deals with anybody who manufactures a plastic kit.
Yes, we would.
So we'd have a great trade agreements with Japan,
China,
Taiwan. We need all compressors and airbrushes. So that'd be out of Taiwan. Anywhere that is a manufacturer with a hobby, we'd have a great trade agreement.
Yeah.
So, yes.
We should also for Parliament We can be the Flory Models Party.
That's it. We can, yeah. How many votes do we need to get our deposit back?
Yeah.
We could be the florists.
The florists. Yeah. We could all have flowers in our lapel.
Exactly.
That could work, you know, if you get a lot of demographic that would vote for us then.
Who gets the job as the party whip, though?
Rob.
Is that what I think it is? I don't know.
It sounded like a job for you, mate. So you can have it.
Did it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, somebody who's not like the Labour one who Labour whip, what would it? Told everyone you have to vote this way and then didn't herself. Yeah. So we don't want that.
No. Right. Okay. Next question is for Matt.
Okay.
Yourself. What colour did you paint your Wessex? That's from Darren.
Ooh, attacker.
I knew that would happen.
I've got it here. Yeah, I'll put it under Rob's camera because mine's not on. Show him that one.
That one.
And that one.
And that one.
So it's blue grey.
Blue grey, BS 381C.
What's the attacker number?
C145.
And lovely. Perfect.
And then C276 signal red. That's BS 381C again. Did you paint
That
it?
was it.
Yeah.
No,
Is that just them two colours?
Yeah,
So
I'll just try and say I've got cherry red and I couldn't remember. I've just put it with signal red, not cherry red.
yeah, so blue grey and signal red.
Yeah.
Quite simple, really.
Very good.
Yeah. And they're quite nice actually. The red, I'll tell you what, the red was, I know I did put a white primer coat, you know, it was AK white primer on it. But the red was brilliant, proper covered nicely, and it pops as well. It's nice
It
and
does actually. It looks good.
yeah.
Solid colours.
Well,
Very
the earlier versions of that scheme were day glow orange instead of red.
Yeah.
That's what Andy's doing, is he?
Am I?
Yeah, you are now, yeah. We've just set it on live on to the world.
Yeah,
They've got no choice.
he's going to be working on it next week.
It will be finished next week.
Fair enough. Right. Okay. Next question is Neil is going to come down and see us on Saturday. So don't forget the PM store. We've got an open house weekend. Come down, come and see us from basically what we're doing 10 till 5.
10 till 5 and 10 till 12 on Sunday.
12 on Sunday. So if you want to come down and see us, obviously it's a complete open house. Most of us will be down there, and then what we're going to have is obviously the built models. I'm going to take the bear. The bear will be in the car this time, and everything else, and anything else I can fit in there. And then we've got the mezzanine level. Would be like a model show up there. So
Yeah,
if you come down,
bring some kits, not you. If people are coming to visit, please bring a kit to show everybody.
yes, a model that you've built.
Yeah. And we'll get it laid up on the top.
Yes, on our mezzanine level.
That's it.
Neil is saying, where's the best place to park?
Well, there's a car park. If you get a pretty thing, there is a car park just outside the barrier.
Yes.
So stick it there.
Yeah.
Or if you do come through the barrier, there is an overflow car park at the. But you'll see it. You'll come through.
What happens is that hold on, I'll do my diagram. If you literally drive into it, we have this huge big barrier thing that will be open, and then there's a drop down and up barrier. If you there's a car park just there as you stop at it. So if you can't fit in there, come through because the barrier automatically opens, and then drive round to the. You have to. It's like a one-way system. So you come round to the right, and then just go right again in there. It's like an overflow car park.
Behind the wooden fence.
Yes, there's a wooden fence down there, and there's an overflow car park, and you can just stick it down in there as well.
Isn't that where we're parking?
As you're looking in, as you drive up with the barrier in front, we're literally just across in front of you, over the other side. Number 6, can't miss us. Oh my word! Right, you know we're talking about the use of rear legs. There it is. Is that a recent photo?
I thought Peter filled it. Yeah, Peter did it.
Yeah, Peter. When did you actually do it? If you put, that hasn't said. Is it? Was that a couple of years ago? But that's a real egg, everyone in there, with a real egg there. So it's like a real
That's a fried egg on top and a
Fried
boiled
egg on top it was, and then yeah. What do you call it? Poached egg, wasn't it?
It's more like an omelette.
It was like an omelette on the top, yeah.
Mouldy omelette.
He looks like he's had better days, to be honest, but I'm amazed the decals took. But yeah, very good. So that was one of our little stars. I don't know what year that was. So wasn't last year. That was a couple of years ago, I think, that one.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely a little bit wee whiffy on that one. It's the bit where you forget you've done something like that and you put it on top of your cabinet and something, and it's like, what is that?
Eggs.
Never make anything out of prawns.
Oh, that's grim.
I wouldn't know anything about people who stick prawns down radiators. Anyway, moving on. Right, let's look at Rob. Look at the detail. We'll watch him cut himself. Wait for the slip.
Yeah, no pressure.
Oh, we're back on you. Well, then. Oh, look.
Boom.
Skills.
Boom.
It's like surgery, this.
It's going to be like an episode of Casualty, waiting for an accident to happen.
No, it's all good.
I hope that's a Swan Morton scalpel.
Yes. I'm lying, by the way.
It's not just exact.
No, it's an exacto. To be fair, it's come off, but yeah. Yes, done. Now it needs a bit of clean up. Be fine.
No, apparently you only need to get 500 votes and you get your deposit back. Look, we can have a go. It'd be like the raving loony monster party.
What, from Brexit?
Yeah, we could be the raving modelers. Party, yeah. That'll do. I'm sure we could get 500 votes. That should be a doddle.
It does in Parliament, really.
Yeah, then we get a seat in Parliament, or then we have to get vote? Yeah, we have to get elected somewhere then, don't we?
So we're the mod rockers.
Can we make that boring noise when they don't agree?
I just want to get a newspaper and go,
Sleep.
Yeah. Nod off in Parliament, fall asleep.
Yeah.
I think they only have to ask 4 questions a year or something as well.
We get paid lunch as well.
Yeah, you get your expenses, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on about 80 grand a year, aren't they?
Yeah, they've had a pay rise.
Yeah.
Great. Worth every penny, I'm sure.
No, we're obviously getting our money's worth.
Yeah, it's not mandatory that they have to go into into the house. Go debates, like some of them hardly do,
Rob Lee says, where did you get the 48 scale Wessex from?
I actually got this from a model show because it's discontinued now. That's the problem. I think all versions are discontinued. So this is the HU5 one, obviously, I'm doing. And I think actually it was from Costwood last year because I think Broom picked it me up for like 20 quid.
All right, cool.
Again.
It was, to be honest, because I think he was surprised. So you'd have to shop around. Probably eBay's going to be the best bet somewhere like that because that it has been discontinued. So
I got mine from a company called 8 Ball Models, where they went out of business. So
yeah, they went pop. They went bust. But yeah, the last version of that is actually the one that Andy's building, but again, that's been now discontinued. So yeah, show them yours, Andy.
what my box?
Well, yeah, hopefully. I don't want to see anything else. It's that. Yeah, that was the last the HS one. Show the side which one you're doing.
Is that the one I was going to buy off it?
Yeah.
Oh, I bought it for
the
it back.
The Dayglow orange and blue.
Yeah.
I like the bottom one below that one.
What would be?
No,
Well,
that
the
one.
camo one.
The camo one with the, yeah.
Which one was you going to do? The other one, weren't you?
I was going to do the blue, grey, and yellow.
Yeah. Mind you, that's still nice. Where was that based? Was that on a carrier?
That was Victorious, HMS Victorious, Naval Station.
What was the other one on?
Hermes.
Hermes, was it? Yeah.
Out of all of them, that was the only one who was actually on a ship.
And which team are you doing your Wessex in?
Hey, Phil.
Phil?
Sorry? What
What?
team?
Yeah, you decided, or you just...
Well, my options are a bit limited, so I'm going to just probably do, because I was going to have a little Andy running out of it. So, yeah, my options.
No, I'm not.
I'd pay to Andy run.
Oh, there you go. It's all back to front on these cameras. So, yeah, they're my options. So I was going to do the grey one with the Akatiri, because that one's got the nice Union Jack, because obviously that's the one on the front.
Oh, the raspberry. Oh, yeah, I give it.
Raspberry Ripple.
That's the one.
It's been done though, hasn't it? I've
Raspberry
seen that
Ripple.
one done by people. So,
Well, that's it. Or I was going to do this one.
what's that one then? Where's that from?
Where's the marking?
It's now.
That's the tiny little
tiny.
one.
It's at Newark now.
No.
All right.
It says
I still like the.
1968 to 1997 is now currently at Newark Air Museum.
What's the red one?
The red one is
That's everyone.
number 2. That's Biggin Hill.
Right.
It's one of their birds.
I'd take her for the grey one. I think that'd be nice.
But the question is it grey or is it silver?
Well, thing.
I reckon it's silver.
That's definitely grey. I've been in it.
Yeah, that's why I was going to have a little Andy running out of it, you see. SLR in one hand, you know, running out like this.
Did you have an SLR, did you, Andy?
No, not in them days. No.
No. He had a Lee Enfield.
Apparently, Hannants have got the Haas 1 version. Any ideas if you can build an HU5 from it? I wouldn't have thought so. Is it?
You take that.
Have you got the other two?
Different front on it, I think.
Phil,
Sorry?
have you still got the other fly one?
No. So yes, I have. Yes. Sorry, I thought I sold it, but no, I haven't. I've still got it here. What, this extremely sought after one?
Yeah.
See, this is the thing, you see. I'm a bit torn because this one's got a far nicer deco option. But this one, look.
Ooh.
Is that a UH5 as well then?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget the one I'm doing is the HC2. It's a different version.
Well, I like the one at the top of it, the green and the white.
They call that the Parrot, don't they?
Admiral Forge.
The parrot, yeah.
I like the yellow one. If he's going to do Wessex, it's the yellow one.
Yeah, but that's done to death. Everyone's done the yellow one.
No, but I just like a Wessex in the Air Force Rescue. I think that's cool. But that one's really nice.
But that looks like old thingy, innit? The Spy Who Shagged Me. Union Jack wrapped round the front, because that's the same as yours, but it's got Union Jack on it.
Yes.
I'm sure on that.
I didn't know you could fit because I haven't got the option, have I? And that,
I think we're going to have to put it to the house to vote.
But
Before we have a vote. No, you can't do that because I'm doing the wrong version. I don't know actually how far in do I have to be before I make my mind up.
Right.
I don't know what the difference is between a 5 and a 2.
windows, check the windows.
Windows, is it? Oh
Yeah,
god, that's too far into that now.
It's that sliding door.
What, one has a round one, one has a square one?
No, because that one's got 2 windows in the sliding door. Mine's only got 1.
Is that it? Is that the difference between the two? Or is it the front
I
of it?
don't know.
Or is it the nose?
Me.
I don't know.
Is it the big lump at the front?
What the?
Yeah, the big. Yeah.
Well, do you know what? I couldn't tell.
You're right, it's a sliding door by the looks of it.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think it is.
They just changed the door and did a different mark.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, I bet, mind you, somebody will be shouting at the screen. Now.
Yeah, probably.
No, it's not. It's completely different.
You call yourself modelers?
Yeah, but, you know.
But no, because look, down on here. Oh, where are you? So you can see. Obviously, you've got this one.
Yeah.
Got 2 on here.
What about the one that's similar to mine? How many?
And it's got a different window in the rear look.
Yes.
It's a lot bigger.
Yeah, it is the window size on them. Because the problem with the Italeri version is, I think they're all based on a UH5, which was the first one, right? And the one Andy's got, the windows are wrong because they're the same size as my windows, and they should be smaller.
Oh, right.
So he's got a lot of filling and stuff to sort out.
Scrap it.
See, the thing that worries me though is the kit itself. Don't forget, it's the same.
Yeah.
So look,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's got the same size window.
There you go then. You can just make yours into what you want. Has it actually got a different sliding door in the other one? With the 2 windows in it?
No, hold on, I haven't got that far ahead yet. Hold on, before I get them all confused. Let me stick this one in here. Because I'm easily confused.
I'm confused.
Right, hold on. Okay. Right, okay. So that's that one. That's that one. Let's move that. Looks like you only get the one. But the instructions are both the same for both versions.
Right.
You just go to the sliding door bit.
You see, other page. No, go back where you was. It's at the bottom on the other page.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's the difference. Although it doesn't mention about putting in the other bit of glass or how it goes in because the door's exactly the same.
Right. But to be honest, if you're doing the one I'm doing, it's only got one pane of glass in the door anyway. I think there are 2 is only for that parrot one.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Mm.
There you go then.
Interesting. Oh, well.
Well, if it's the same kit, you could just swap the decals and thingies over, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. They...
Problem is, you're going to ruin the resale value of that kit, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't want to know. I put it on here.
Steve wanted one anyway, didn't they?
There you go, Steve.
I'm just observing all this and thinking, yeah, I know what. Let Phil take all nice bits and give me leftover.
It'll be a lovely kit.
Steve, what happened, right, since we're on about kit, what happened to your HPH Walrus? I didn't see it.
It's under there.
Oh,
Off the tool chest.
no, that's why I didn't see it. I didn't clean that bit.
Oh, we never told Phil about his ordering his takeaway, did we, Rob? Because you know when we were down yours at New Year, Phil, we had a Chinese.
Yeah.
And I ordered it on my phone.
Yeah.
All your card details were still in my phone. So
Oh, right.
Kebab, we thought, oh, shall we? But we did. So
We're all on Just Eat.
Yeah.
We'd have popped up. Phil, we didn't know you were ordering a kebab in Huddersfield.
Yeah, just send these card details across. We need a pizza over here.
Yeah, can you order us a pizza here?
No, I think it needed his 3 numbers off the back, or we would have done.
Oh, my God.
Oh. You need a coaster as well.
Stuff to do, innit?
For all that work and all you can see is that crap, really. It's like, oh.
There you go.
Thanking you, sir. Have you got photo etched on that kit then for the meshing on the front to the nose?
Yeah. Or I can have what we're done with it all. Or I have a very nice option. Another cutting mat. Hold on.
Got a very nice tarp.
I do.
Yeah, you got a top with it, really?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
Here's somewhere. There it is.
Oh, that's taking the proverbial.
No, you do. You get a tarp for it. Look.
no.
Yeah. All right. You actually get a tarp if you want. I can put a tarp over the front.
I like that. Hey, which version are you putting the top one on or the other one?
I don't know. I think it sort of shows it down here, like the tarpy one on it. So,
But if you put the tarp on, everybody knows you've messed up.
but it's actually quite nicely molded the way they've done that with creases in there. You know, it's properly.
I have an update from somebody in the know about
Yeah.
the different marks of the Wessex. The Mark V Wessex had larger windows in the cabin, and the Mark II had square windows.
So it's just the windows that is different then.
He said this is the most noticeable difference. You could go a lot deeper for modelling purposes.
So technically then, Phil, you are building a Mark an HU5 and not
Not a 2.
not a 2.
Well, you see.
So there you go.
And who's the person? Who's your information from?
Ian McGonigal.
Oh, right.
Well done, Ian.
Ah, that's interesting then, isn't it?
Does it say anything in the Haynes book, Phil? About it.
Good point. Hold on. I will check the information. Hold on. Boys and girls can join me along. I'll get the cameras going. Here we go.
This is either going to go wrong or wrong.
My owner's manual.
It's going to go wrong.
Oh, that's a good picture.
Did it tell you how to take the gearbox out in that?
Change the oil.
Yeah, change the clutch.
Does it tell you to top fluids up when you're going on a journey?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh no. Yeah, it's gone wrong. Oh,
Oh, look, that one's been swimming.
oops.
Oh dear.
Oops.
Whoop.
Was it what those things are on the wheels, are they?
Have you never seen one of those things go off? They turn into these massive balls. Huge. I've seen them on a Sea King do one once on a jungly. It's amazing how something that this big fits into a tiny little canister. Here it is. That's what we're going for.
Can you see Andy on that?
Yeah, here he is.
You know,
I don't think they had one, was there?
By royal appointment. This is the one they got at the helicopter museum, isn't it?
Yeah.
oh, talking of helicopter museum and that, are we actually going to sort out going to some museums this year?
What, for just a visit, not a sales thing?
No, for a visit. Yeah, no.
No, definitely. I'd like to do that, yeah. Are we still planning on doing Duxford?
I would like to do Duxford, definitely, yeah.
Well,
Because we did a race this last year and it didn't materialise, so I would like to do Duxford. Yeah. I'd be well up for that.
can we do Flying Legends? Or is that not?
Flying Legends, is that what we're going to do? Flying Legends, wasn't it?
Well, that's what we said we was going to do, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying because I didn't know if it was going to clash with anything you all are doing or you know like.
Nope, don't think so.
Yeah. I'd like to go back there. Good show that.
Mm.
3 channels.
That's a good book. Is that the Ames book?
Yeah, I'll tell you, this is the best book out of them all. So thank you, Robert.
Yeah, that's all right. You can keep it if you want it.
Well, no, you might need it back for a project.
I can't see myself doing a Wessex. I only pay £6.
Is that for work?
Yeah, £6.
Wow, that's like the price of a magazine.
Who's that?
Yeah, what's that? Ron.
It's always wrong with this
Gotta
show.
be Ron, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that is it?
Like that thing there is about 5 foot tall. It's amazing that fits in one of them. They're huge.
And what is it? A floating device? Is it?
Yeah, in case it goes in the drink.
Okay. It's a bit bad about that Boeing aircraft, isn't it?
Yeah.
Being grounded and that.
Yeah, they've stopped them flying over. Is it China or something? Or...
Well, US, everywhere's blowed them now, haven't they?
Oh, they've banned them all.
Well, grounded, haven't they?
I know they're all grounded, but.
Yeah, no, they're grounded a lot, aren't they?
There you go. That's how big they go.
Yeah,
They're not little.
that's probably what tipped the helicopter over.
Yeah, that's it. Went off and blew it over. Very good book, though. Highly recommended.
Yeah, get yourself to the works.
The Works, yes.
The works.
The Works.
But, £6 for Haynes manuals, you can't go wrong.
No.
What I said, did you see it? No, the lot might have seen it. There were a helicopter crashed in North Yorkshire and they had results of investigation and they put it down to that it was mist and low visibility. The pilot got disoriented and flew into the ground. Kind of went straight up in air and then flew in ground. Surely he's got instruments. Experienced pilot, like they say, why didn't he use his instruments?
Might not have been instrument rated.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but it were quite a good helicopter actually. We're a Bell Ranger, I think it was.
Hmm.
So it just makes you think. Surely he would have.
Trouble is, you always saying these things, you know, like human error and stuff like that. Then, in the case of this 737 Max, isn't it? They reckon it's the computer is overriding the pilot and flying them into the ground because it thinks it's stalling. So the computer overrides everything and puts the nose down to gain airspeed, and it's what's flying in the ground. So it's like, what's worse, human error, computer error?
Well, that's it. You see, computers are running everything, aren't they?
This is it.
And where it's going, it'll be just 50 years time, or even 20 years time, 10 years time. It'll be just computer everything driving you.
Yeah.
To be fair, I was saying that to Stacey on her first flight to Berlin because we'll fly on a Airbus A320, and they're just run all by computers, aren't they? They're notorious for it. And I was saying, ooh, that's the computer that's done that. Ooh.
Yeah. But apart from that, love, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're showing her like clips of like, you know, air disaster.
Yeah.
What did tonight then, love? You know, air crash investigations.
No, I did. I made. Well, we binge watched it.
You didn't, did you?
Yeah, we binge watched it, and after that could be this and that could be that.
Just turned the flight to Berlin into a white knuckle ride.
Well, no, because when we took off, I went, "Oh, it's not supposed to make that noise."
You don't tell us, Rob. You made Stace watch 101 dodgy landings.
Yeah.
Well, on YouTube.
Anyway, Rob, one for you. Do you know that Hasegawa are bringing out a Heinkel Zielwing in May?
Oh, what? What? 72nd one?
Yeah.
I assume it will be their 32nd kit done. Yeah. Apparently.
Is that a reboxing?
That's a reissue, isn't it? Because they did that years ago.
Wasn't it Tyler who did it though?
No. It's Asagawa's kit and they're quite nice as well. Or,
All right.
Yeah, the rarest ends teeth if you can get
well,
one. But
actually, Rebel are re-releasing it again this year. You know the box thing they did of the Asagawa? It's coming back out because I've got it in a catalog down here.
All right. There you
so
go.
basically, the 2 Airfix kits I bought plus the artillery kit to make the drilling.
Yeah, you could. If you could get the Asagawa one though, isn't it? That's the
Well,
problem,
that's
'cause
true.
it will be like 500 quid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Peter did that fried egg one 2 years ago.
Time flies.
2 years.
Crikey.
Well, say, guys, have you all watched that James May thing?
No,
Yeah, I haven't watched the second one yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen the second one yet.
Oh, it's, yeah, really good. James May's the star. His comments are brilliant.
yeah.
Yeah. When you've got like there's a company who sells trains in Sheffield, turnover £6 million.
Yeah.
He drives a Jaguar, really nice, sporty one.
Very nice.
So that's what you've got to aim for, guys.
So that'll be it. Matt Spencer's down here saying he's looking to get some AK Extreme Metals from the PM store, of course. Of course. Where else would you get it from? What are the must-have colours? Mainly do aircraft and sci-fi. Well, if you're asking me, my go-to colour is dark aluminium. Basically, I find their colours are very, very close. Let's put it that way. So I just have dark aluminium, aluminium, titanium, steel. What's my other one?
Right, hold on. Let me just back up here. Titanium we're out of and I can't get any more.
All right.
I do apologise, but that got pretty much cleared out as a bit of restock. Everything else is really well stocked, just titanium is, and now been wiped out as well, I'm afraid.
Right, okie dokie, no problem. But I would suggest steel is a really nice colour. And then dark aluminium is a must because all the others are very, very light.
Yes.
Then after that, then you can just get an aluminium because if you wanted something as a shiny aluminium, as I say, all right, skip titanium and go for that dural aluminium.
Dural aluminium, yeah.
Dural aluminium because that's not a million miles away from titanium anyway. And then after that, a nice colour I like is burnt metal. If you're doing
metal's good as well. Gunmetal's nice.
Gunmetal, sorry, yeah, gunmetal. Forgot about that. Yeah, gunmetal.
But again, like I say, the burnt metals are good. Pale burnt metal, normal burnt metal, jet exhaust's a nice colour.
Yeah, jet exhaust. It's like a black blue. It's quite a nice one.
Yeah. There's a few in there. You could. Yeah.
Yeah, if you were sort of thinking about 5, I would say steel, dark aluminium, and then go dural aluminium, and then probably I would say go with the gunmetal.
Yeah.
If you wanted a metal, either like burnt metal, because then that's pretty much in between them all. And there's 5. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. I'm going to come up with a paint list. I'm going to clear us out of paint when I'm up there because every time I go to my Tamiya paints at the moment, I'm out. Well, they've gone rock hard. I'm into that zone where I'm going through again. Right, okay. I needed some this. And it was like, it was one of those things, you know, when it's a bad day, when you do this and you look at the bottom of your paint, you pick it up and shake it, and it's like that, and you're like, oh shit. So I was like, okay, after I managed to get the lid off, which took a bit of going, it's that. And I'm like, why did I put that back on the shelf?
That's to remind you that you needed to buy one.
Yeah, that's it. So it's like, great. So then I thought, well, that's okay. I'll use something else. And whatever it was I grabbed, I'm out of as well. So it was like, yeah, shit. So I'm going to go through tomorrow and do a full list.
Don't you turn them upside down when you know you need a new one? So
That's a good idea. See, why didn't I think of that?
I tell you what makes it worse, Phil, is when you forget to put one bottle of paint in your paint rack. And it
you've got to move them all along one.
Yeah.
Now I have that problem because obviously here is exactly the same. So what I do, because some of my colours I duplicate because I use a lot of it, I put my dupes together on here every now and again. And that way, if I then buy another colour and I need the space, I can take one of the duplicates out and that gives me the room to wiggle.
That's a good idea.
So that's how I do it. So like Ghost Grey and those types of colours, I use a lot of. They've got like 2 in that place. But as I completed the sort of series in this, I'm slowly taking them out and redoing it. But yeah, every now and again, I get like a duplicate. I put 2 in there, and that way,
To be fair,
it's on the rack.
to be fair, if Steve had to do that, he'd have to have about 10 paint racks.
Honest to God, you've never seen. How many do you reckon, Rob? Over 100 duplicates?
Yeah, I reckon somewhere into about, what, 8 or 9?
Yeah. So it's like popular colours like 302 in Guernsey, because it's green, popular, modern US. I've got about 8 bolts of it. And it's just stupid, and you think, why? And all that, you've just got piles up. Good job it didn't go off.
I see how Andy's keeping his mouth shut when you're on about this duplicate.
Yeah.
Head down and being quiet.
Exactly.
yeah, because Shell's in another room.
Why is it that people invite you to a surprise party and then they put it on Facebook? Well, surely that's like not going to work.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Because it's on Facebook.
Not now you've shared it.
Yeah, now I've just told the rest of the world.
Surprise!
Yeah, surprise for no one. Oh, actually, I don't know. Oh, no, I think we're okay. April the 20th.
No.
Have we got a show? Because 27th, isn't it? Is
That'll be the week after. It's Milton Keynes, isn't it?
yeah, so that's all right.
Right. Did you hear that, guys? A surprise party we're invited to.
Happy days.
That's it. Everyone to Cornwall. It's fine.
Yeah, it's all right. Round the corner. So where's it being held at then?
Don't know. It's a
What time
surprise.
does it start?
Yeah.
Surprise.
Oh,
Just see a load of random people tip up.
yeah, surprise! You don't know who I am.
I forgot we're on YouTube.
Right. Okay. Where are we? I've lost my thing. There we go. Ask team.
One of the guys has asked, he says, his brush painted pledge for the first time on the inside of his Chevrolet lorry cab for weathering. How long should you leave it for to dry?
A few hours.
Yeah, a couple of hours.
Yeah, it don't take, to be honest, it don't take that long to dry dump pledge.
Chris says 24 hours. Simon says 24 hours.
It depends what you want to do. If you're on about weathering over it and playing with it, then yeah, you want to give it 24 hours to go off.
Who said that?
Andy, I thought Andy said give it till Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah, that's what I thought you'd said.
Right, okay. Chris says, hi, Phil and the gang. Currently building the monogram 48 scale Hustler kit. Very nice indeed.
Oh.
He wants to use the UMM Rosie the Riveter wheel rivets on this beast. My question is, what size teeth in the riveter would you go for? Suited 148 scale kit. He's thinking about, or he's got already, the 0.75 millimeter riveting wheel. Hold on, where's my chart? Where is my chart? Here it is. We had it the other day. So, looking down on Spotlight Cam, this is basically my chart. So 1 mils, 0.55, and then duplicate, 0.65 dupes, and then obviously 7.5 triplicate, duplicate, and singles. So again, like I say with everybody who asks the same question, literally it's what looks right. You don't have to put on every single rivet, hence that thing. You know, again, I just put on in it. Some of it I've got like 1 mil ones because it looks like latches. Or like, you know, for actually screwing, undoing it. It's not like riveting all over it, so to speak. So they're a bigger, heavy one and go through it. So, you know, that's it. So it's 0.65 and 0.55 on that thing. And that's in 1/72. So you sort of work your way out. I think personally, 0.75 and 1 mil. If I was doing it. Any ideas, guys?
Not without a chart, no. Sorry. I'll agree with you with that one.
I need that to my learned friend. isn't it awkward when the bloody camera's reversed? Because you point here, it's on the other side of the screen. It's like,
The thing is, you're looking at it at like 0.5 to 0.7. It's only 0.2 of a mil. It's like,
It's not a lot in it either way, is it?
0.2.
you say that, but when you look at it, actually, it's quite it gets bigger quickly.
What scale are we doing?
48.
48
Hustler.
Rosie the Riveters, if you're using them, use the ones that say 48 on it.
Yeah, but that's I disagree. It's crap. No, the thing is that's the thing, because on this thing it's 70-second scale, and I've used technically it says 1/32 and 1/48 all over it.
The way I do it, I'll always try, if there's rivets already on there, I always try and match the wheel.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
No, if you just go over very, very gently with riveter over the actual surface, you can see how the rivets will look, and then you can easily just stand them straight out if you don't put that much pressure on. And then you can play, but you can work out what looks best, what suits best.
What size of kit we're going for? What?
48 Hustler. It's quite big. Thing is, the user, is it worth using a couple of different size wheels for different parts of the airframe?
That's what I would do. So for when I do it on, I've riveted quite a lot recently, and I tend to pick the ones which I feel look best for there. So if you've got a panel it's not riveted, it's actually an access panel, I tend to use like 1 mil on those areas, because it's more likely going to be the screws for unscrewing it, for taking it off and having a look into it. If it's a skin of an aircraft, for instance, and you're just doing skin areas, then I'll do something a little bit smaller. Because obviously it's not just the gap, it's the size of it as well. Because obviously when you look down here, you probably saw it, the 1 mil is quite a dot compared to the other ones are finer. So it just upscales absolutely everything. But I always say putting on every last rivet isn't going to work. It certainly wouldn't work on the Bear, because it would just be covered in them. You might as well just do this to wheel all over it. But like, it's not here anymore. On the 190, I didn't put every single one on. I just did all the big ones. The ones that you would see.
You want it as an effect, don't you? Not
Yeah.
as a,
Yeah, it's like impressionistic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a fine line where there's enough and too much.
Yeah.
We said about it last week, wasn't it? Sometimes just a suggestion is all you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, even if you found scale plans with rivets on it, the chances are they've just done exactly what we do, just give an impression of.
Yeah, unless you go and get a picture of the real plane and count how many rivets are there in it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Which you're not going to do, are you?
No.
If anyone asks, say you've put 888,000 rivets on your model, and the real thing only had an extra 20,000, no one's got to count them. Put a rivet counter off.
Do what?
Right, next question is from Michael, and he's saying about he's looking to buy an airbrush spray booth for his workshop. Which one to get? Recommendations. To be honest, if you want to go the whole hog, then you get one of these. Because at the end of the day, they're not cheap. It's the best part of 300 quid. Comes with a lifetime guarantee. So as far as I'm concerned, you buy once, you buy right, and you've done them forever. And to be honest, you see them on eBay occasionally, and they almost get their money back. They hold their money really well. Because I must admit, I was watching one the other day, and it started off at like £1 no reserve, and it actually went for 250 quid. So yeah, it was one of those ones where you think, yeah, okay, it's going to hold its money. It'll be okay. You look after it. It will look after you, so to speak. If you want to go lower, the only thing I would say is that just don't buy those 50 quid Chinese ones, because all they are is basically just a toilet extractor fan hooked up to a plastic box. But at the end of the day, if you're just venting externally, anything is better than nothing. What do you think?
I've got the same as you, Phil. I've got one of them, though. Not
yes. Well, most people don't need to. I'm just greedy.
Same as you. I think we all have, haven't we, pretty much?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Extractor.
Yeah, I actually got one of them.
It's got the jumbo version.
Yeah, but just remember to switch them on as well.
Yeah, that helps.
Yeah.
Switch them on? What would you do it for?
Or the other thing is that I always say about, and everyone's guilty of it, is that when you're airbrushing, so when you're here, spray it at the booth, not at your If you're like this and like you're spraying, it's not working when it's there. It will pull it out of the atmosphere, but it's having to work a lot harder. So when you spray, just spray it at it. And that way you'll save a lot of things. But the amount of people I see doing it and they're spraying down at their feet or up or anywhere else. And the thing is, it then goes airborne. That's when everything gets dusty. It will clear the room because both of these running can clear this room pretty much instantly. But it's a good idea to try and point at it. But like I've said with everybody, it's one of those things. It's better to have something than nothing because it is a horrible thing and it does cut down the dust in your home and everything else like that. So yeah, do what you can to.
And you only get one pair of lungs.
Yeah, you only get one pair of lungs, definitely. Right. Next question is stripping paint.
Oh.
Okay. Hold on.
Watch Phil.
Actually, sorry, other people have all been commenting on this. I'll just ask and then you guys can find this one a little bit later on. Basically, John was saying that he has now had to strip some paint off a model. It's acrylic paint, but the clear coat paint and the clear coat before. But now he needs to strip 2K clear coat. Any idea of what can be used, bearing in mind that some body parts are glued together with Tamiya extra thin?
You're not.
Can't you take it off?
You're going to need proper paint stripping to get that off, and that will.
Oh, you're knacker the plastic in, weren't you?
You're going to have to rub it down. You're going to have to literally just sand it back. Because that stuff is like concrete.
Wouldn't oven cleaner shift it?
No,
No.
I don't think it would. You know how hard
Yeah.
You used to be able to do that with Humbrol paints, didn't you? Humbrol enamels, you could use oven.
That's not a real chemical reaction. If it's 2-pack, it's proper paint, and it's like a car. Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Funny enough, the guys are just talking in here. When I've gone a little bit further down, and then obviously you can see it here. David said about using this stuff, this T11R, and he's done some spoon testing with it in it.
Yeah.
What's that, brake fluid?
I don't know. What is it?
Brake fluid. No, is that brake fluid? That looks like Mr. Robbie stuff or whatever, isn't it? What the other one?
It's called Gaia Stripper.
Oh, it's that gay auto stuff out of Japan. It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I tell you what, actually, brake fluid. That is actually sharp. Brake fluid should strip it.
Yeah, but would it knacker the plastic though?
It don't touch the plastic, I don't think. I'd test it on a little bit, stingy, just to make sure, but I think brake fluid actually might be all right now thinking about it. Just try a little bit.
I've got another suggestion that would work. If you put it in a box and send it to Peter Field, he'll stick it in his halogen oven. That'll might have a model left, but he'll get rid of pay.
What about petrol? I've had a few cars at work that have.
Did you know that a T11 was a US Army parachute, non-steerable?
Was it? Thanks for that useless piece of information.
Searching for T11R, and it came up with US Army parachute.
You bought a job lot of parachutes, non-steerable. Are they the big square ones?
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Well, on Facebook, we're all over it today about that US soldier. They were angry between him and his mate, and he just died on it chest first.
Yeah.
Man, it bloody damage it did to him. He survived.
Yeah.
He survived him?
Yeah, he survived. A British guy did it, but he used his backpack, didn't it, to absorb the blast. The American guy just went on chest first. Obviously, the plate protected a lot of his chest, but just all went up into his arm and into his plate. Yeah. To be honest, Rob, I'd have just run off and left you.
Yeah.
Phil's just asking about, does my helicopter come with the front grille? Yes, it did. It's a separate piece of photo etch, which I've lost. Oh, I don't know, actually. Perhaps it doesn't. Because that's on the top. So perhaps you have to use the tarp on the front. Oh, that's a good point. We're not sure on that one there, Phil. I'll have to do a bit of research. Check me thing here.
Chris says he got a full session of air crash investigation on his iPad and what most in departure gate once I didn't have my earphones in.
What's that? He didn't have his earphones in.
Yeah, I was watching air crash investigations at the departure gate.
The airport.
Oh, never. Brilliant.
My missus hates flying, and a couple of years ago, we were booking a flight somewhere, and she said, I said to her, "Where do you want to sit?" And she said, "Oh, where's the best place?" I said, "Well, if you sit over the wings, you get the least amount of turbulence." And I said, "Plus, it's the strongest part of the aircraft, so if you're in a crash." And then I said to her, "But also you're over the fuel tank, so if it's a really bad crash, you won't know anything about it."
You can say that. Yeah, but I kept pointing out to the wing to my missus and saying, "Look at the wings flapping, going up and down about a metre."
Yeah, that's cruel.
Well,
No, it's just
it's coming back over the Pacific a couple of years ago. We came through quite a heavy bit of turbulence, and yeah, and you say about the wing flapping, I was proper giving it some, and the winglets, I reckon, were going up and down more than a metre.
yeah.
These things were properly going up and down. So yeah, that was quite fun.
But my missus didn't realise that it was like if it didn't flap, it would just
It
fall
works
apart.
for the birds.
If it didn't flex,
That's how they generate lift. They have to flap. Anyway, a quick one back to Phil about this one. No, they don't. They don't actually come with a grill. You have to have the tarp on.
Alright.
So, bit of a cop out, but yeah. So, yes, you tarp or nothing. So you'd have to scratch build the front grill, which is a bit of a thing, really. I must admit, I'm a bit disappointed there. So I wasn't actually going to use a tarp. Clearly, I will now. But never mind.
So in other words, their master modeler was lazy and he thought, "Oh, this looks a bit hard."
Yeah, I can't be bothered to work out the curve that we need for this. Chris says, "Matt, thanks for the email back. Do I need to worry about the talk on Saturday?"
No.
You've been upsetting customers again.
No, we're good. We're good.
Who's doing a talk on Saturday?
You were better having a chat.
Oh, I thought you were doing a seminar or something.
Chris is doing a talk on Saturday. Cool.
Mark's talking about is getting hacked off with acrylics. I have to say, to be honest, me and Matt were having a little bit of a discussion the other day about taking on the guns range of paints. And as I said, the thing is that acrylics, you know, I've just moved away from them, and I just can't see myself ever going back to using acrylics these days, purely because of the hassle that they give. But there's an exception to it. Tamiya and guns would be my two acrylics to go to, because they're a synthetic acrylic and they're alcohol based, not water based. So that makes them basically a lacquer in my book.
Yeah, but that's the aqueous ones, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas the proper ones,
Yeah, well, I've got them as well.
yeah, they're not acrylics.
No, but technically there isn't a lot of difference between that and the other ones, apart from they've got like self-leveling thinners in them already.
Yeah, right.
The other ones have got alcohol in them.
I find it dry quicker. Do you know how you said that you say that guns give you that eggshell effect?
Yeah.
Well, I find that I get that with aqueous.
Yeah.
I don't get it with the Mr. Colour ones.
No.
These seem to dry better, quicker, all
Yeah.
the way through. With aqueous, like you say, you get that feeling where you can, you touch it like a day later and you can still put your fingerprint in it.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I never get that problem.
I don't with normal one, but I do with aqueous. Occasionally.
I find a lot of time you can put clear coat over it, even 2-3 days later, and then your day coat, you know, it's all eggshell underneath the clear coat. And it takes so long to dry underneath.
Spray for aqueous or
yeah.
Bottom of this, it's just curled on me.
Satin colours.
I've put deco solution on it so it's stretching. I'll be trying to do this deco. I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
I've got loads of the Mr. Colour one with the proper top,
yeah,
fashion cross tops. Because everyone we were talking about this, and I have got absolutely a boatload still of all of my gun stuff because I really like it. I've just got not a rack to put it on. Hint, hint, Mark.
So which will you be going for?
Hold on, mate. Let me do this. Right. Sorry, mate. What?
Which would you go for first, the aqueous or Mr. Colour?
Well, the theory is, you know, because aqueous is a lacquer-based one, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, not lacquer. The Mr. Colour is a lacquer-based one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the theory is we've already got a lacquer-based range in, which is the attacker. So again, and also we're going to be stocking the Tamiya lacquer range that comes in, we think, next month. So as a compromise to begin with, we're going to get the aqueous range in, and then later on, we probably will be getting the Mr. Colour in, but it's just a bit of a compromise.
Yeah, it is a good range.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you just need to give it plenty of time to fully dry, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
With it, but no, it's, as you can see, I've got bloody rows of it. I absolutely love their stuff.
What, the guns?
Yeah, guns.
Yeah.
There you go. We'll do a live poll now for everyone watching at home.
Yeah.
The poll is, to everyone who's in live chat, would you prefer us to stock the lacquer range of guns or the aqueous version of guns, which is the alcohol-based ones? Please vote now.
Both, please.
If I don't like it, we'll have a second vote.
I was going to say, it's like Brexit. If we're not happy with the outcome, we will then have a revote.
You're dealing with the Flory Parliament here.
Right, so we've got lacquer, two for lacquer,
I'd vote lacquer.
4. Bye, Mark.
All right. Peer pressure.
There you go. 1 for aqueous. Oh God, I need hands now. That's 2 aqueous. 3, 5 lacquer, 2.
2 to 5 at the moment.
Humbrel. Vincent, get out. Aqueous. Hold on, we're having a comeback for aqueous.
4 aqueous and.
But just while we're on this, bear in mind the leveling thinner and the surfaces and all that, we will be stocking whatever.
Yeah, we've got all
So
of
that's
those.
not going to be an issue with whatever the general block, all that stuff.
Either anyway, can't you?
Yeah.
What about Umbro?
My aqueous with lacquer thinners always, and it's never get me any hassle.
No.
Umbro.
Umbro.
You are right. Both you get out.
Umbro.
There you go.
Right, hold on.
Are you trying to put another one on?
I think it's the same each, to be honest with you.
7 both. That don't work, Mark.
Yeah, it's because underneath that window. Yeah.
Yeah. Which way?
The big thing is, well, it's same as the other one, look.
All right. Yeah.
We're looking 50-50.
Light colour.
Light colour. Yeah, get out.
Oh,
We're only having quality paints.
Okay.
Dulux.
Andy can get that.
Yeah.
Ron seal.
We did have someone come in once to colour match an SU 33, I think it was, with on the paint thing
Right.
to match a test pot with the same colour.
You did.
I did do it.
Did you have what? 5 litres of it, or a small
No,
pot?
just a test pot.
Oh, right.
Bet he brushed it on as well.
I suppose it's only.
Did it come up as flanker blue?
I doubt it.
I'm only messing.
It came up as periwinkle.
Yeah, forget me not.
Yeah. Yeah. Morning mist.
Morning glory.
These have started using lacquers, but the smell is a bit too strong. I prefer Tamiya and Guns acrylics. But what do you thin them with, Lee? Rob, sorry. All right. I don't get cheap airbrush.
Black is a good option.
Yeah.
You can't put self-leveling thinners in Vallejo.
Oh, you can put it self-evident thinners in Guns or in Tamiya or Guns.
Yeah, but you can't put it in Vallejo because otherwise it's going
It's genuine, so you're making it smell like a lacquer paint anyway. So
Back to my sandwich.
Right, I'll just nip to the toilet. Back in a moment.
Nip to the room.
Yeah.
You don't spend a penny in the little boy's room.
Pennies left.
It's a good job he's not wearing his microphone.
Yeah.
He's just peeing.
Just peeing, yeah. Like peeing again. And he carried on the number.
Is that Mr. Bean?
Can't remember what that was. Yeah, it was something. Yeah. Are they still voting, or are we just?
Yeah, I think Aquitus is leading.
Is it? I think you should just get both anyway.
Probably will.
Because I want both. I'm the casting vote.
Andy's just sitting here because he just wants Mr. Colour. Oh, Jack, you can have it in jars of sixes.
yeah, I probably will actually.
I'll have it in the RLM colours.
You and Rob, you two can share it between you.
Yeah.
Each.
Yeah. Deal, Andy.
Cool.
Yeah, no, I'll go for the Mr. Hobby lacquers. They're brilliant.
Oh, he's awake. I thought he was asleep.
Sorry.
I thought he'd nodded off. I didn't like to. You want to wake him up?
How's your truck, John?
Yeah, it's really good.
Show us,
It's really good.
show us some progress.
It's not glued together, so I'm just sort of dry fitting everything, but
Ooh, look at that.
quite complex for 25 quid.
Bargain.
You still got that one on the racking,
Got
haven't
them
you?
all.
You got them all.
Yeah. Show,
There you go.
show the people which one you're doing.
Hang on. There's
You can get them all. You can get them all from Paramount.
Look at that. How comes that?
That's the one.
That's a zombie fighting vehicle, isn't it?
That's what I mean. You should have Chernobyl written down side of it or something like that.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
When I make me millions, I'm going to have one of them.
The Walking Dead.
My daily driver.
What with radioactive written on the side of
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
it.
Razor wire all over it.
Chainsaws out the side.
Yeah. You got it. Right, I'm going to stick a couple of decals on just so I say I've done something tonight.
I'd say it's 20 past 9. Yeah. It's half live.
Finish. Oh, they done it. You got a Blom and Voss on the racket. No, that BB.
They have.
Have you got another one?
What's that one we got?
Yeah, what do you mean?
When you got that in 2 kits, one with the blonde box, wasn't it? Oh, do you mean
The one that single engine thing.
Oh, no.
No,
I haven't got one, no. Sorry, I thought you meant the one same as yours. No.
No. By the way, I'm taking that home to finish it.
Yes,
And bringing it on Saturday.
Yeah.
Not painted, but
No. Are
painted.
you getting primer?
Probably.
No.
Well, that's one then.
Because I must set it.
No. Well, missed it, haven't I? Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. The side windows only took me an hour. Just put some masking tape and cut it.
Put it in a little then?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to. Fresh blade. I think that's the future, really. Unpainted models. These cameras are not really going to be brilliant.
Al says, I would say get lacquers. I'm from the EU, so you won't listen.
We're still in the EU. Just like to point that out. Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, we might never leave.
Stranger things.
And we're going to leave the solar system by 2020.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone at work who said that, about we're leaving Europe.
Really?
We're not leaving Europe. Europe's a continent. We're not leaving Europe.
No.
I know we're an island, but
Europe. Just the EU.
They couldn't get it that we weren't leaving Europe.
Pull up the anchor. We're going to float off towards Iceland.
yeah. We're off to the Americas.
Yeah.
Imagine we just bump into Ireland, wouldn't we?
Again.
Oh, God. Andy kicks it all off again.
Oh, well. Nice to see me decals have cracked.
Oh, never.
Really?
Yeah, they did last time.
Really?
Yeah, they're quite thick.
Is that near weak spot then?
Yeah, they happen to be. Luckily, because they're quite tough, they just jigsaw back together. But done it again. Exactly the same. Did it last time.
Alright.
Are they cartograph?
No. Oh, yes, they are. Sorry, yes.
Because Andy had probably cartograph decals, didn't you, Andy?
Yeah, I'm here 109, yeah.
Yeah, it's funny how there's the odd cartograph decal out there that seems to be a bit rubbish.
It's flipping.
They're on that pedestal, aren't they? They need to be brought down a peg or two.
Started a new decal company.
PM decals.
Flory decals.
Flory decals.
printed on a laser jet.
Lazy jet.
Yeah, careful how you put them down.
What, from the 1980s?
Got to have them out of register to be legit.
Yeah, the only trouble these decals are, because the detail is so sharp on these, and it's done it on this one, when you roll them on, if you're not too careful, you actually crack the decal. It's all gone quiet.
We're watching you.
Me?
Well, I am.
I'm trying not to cut my fingers again.
You see it, but I've got a crack. No
Yeah.
way you see it. I've got a crack right across it, right the way through. And then this one down in here, you can probably see it just on the edge.
See the other one? I don't see the one on the kit, but I see that one that you've just moved.
Yeah, that's quite a nasty one in there.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to be like that, are they? So it goes onto your elevator.
Hey, what? They're in two parts, but what about the crack in here? This one.
Sorry, yeah. Right, see that now, yeah.
Yeah, not this bit. I know that's cracked. That's supposed to be this one here.
Yeah.
Oh, these cameras. You get me some kind of seatbelts for them. 48 ones. I'll find some.
Did they do?
Yeah, great ones are
It looks really nice on the wings.
awful ones.
Yeah, it's come out right. What I'm going to do next, the reason I'm putting the decals on now is because I'm going to remask them again once the decals are on. I won't bother doing the entire lot. I just do it in sections, and then I'm going to redo it, and then going to blow over each one so it gets dirt each side.
Yeah.
So it gives it more of a 3D look. Trying to get the depth in there. And then obviously it's a little bit, I don't know, it's not quite the right colour yet, but because I'm going to be going over it with oils, it'll, well, hopefully, all come in.
Are you going to do more splatter underneath?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to really weather it up. I'm going to try and fade in, obviously, this top colour as well. So... The great thing with doing these, though, at least you don't get many decals.
Yeah. How many is there?
If you count the teeny weeny ones as well, probably less than what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What we got? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And then there's a couple of other little tiny ones as well. So it's probably 30.
Right.
It's all right, isn't it?
Our lack of stencil data.
Yeah, that's it. Luckily, they hadn't invented that then.
Yeah, people had common sense.
Yeah, they knew what they were doing back then.
No step.
Yeah, if they stepped on it back then, they get shouted at.
Yeah, or killed.
Yeah, shot.
Yeah.
Shot for that.
seem to be down all right, though.
Yeah, they do. That's why I say it doesn't worry me, because they're kind of, and this one where it's made this little pingy hole here, it's supposed to be there because there's actually a cable.
Yes.
So it just pushes through, which is fair enough.
I take it that's the same for that hole in the front then.
Yeah, that's got, it has like a hoop thing that stops it.
Right.
Oh, yeah, they're all right. I'll go down. Let's get a bit of setting solution.
Great.
My super strength stuff that you don't go over it twice.
Oh, they got the Agama only.
Poland.
Yeah, it's great stuff, but you don't go over it twice because otherwise it just pulls it apart.
He was looking. Andy, were you looking for some of that?
Yeah.
Actually, to be honest with you, it's a little bit too strong because it is. You seriously have a real problem because if you, you know, you see a problem or you want to go back, you can't because it will literally either melt it or it will just destroy the decal. So you have to be quite precise that you're happy as it goes in, that that's where you want it.
You tried mixing Tammy paint with it?
Probably. Gosh, that's made up. I can't read any of it. It's all in foreign, but
You can't find it online.
I can find shops that stock it, but none of them got it in stock.
No.
It's red hot, isn't it?
Thank you.
They built some brackets for this.
Is that for the cameras?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's.
you did say they couldn't run it.
Yeah.
Well, that's better. That's pretty.
It's only held on by that bit. It's all on by that bit.
Are they just floating in the middle?
Well, that one is. And that one. That one's got a bracket either side.
Iron Decker looks like it's simple rigging, but it still has quite a lot when you actually look at it. And it's
What's the called bracket?
because all the undercarriage is all rigged as well on the Iron Decker, all the underneath of the
all right.
wing and top wing, and
The good one is that one that's corrugated metal.
yeah, that junk is.
That junk is JU1, whatever it is.
Yeah. No rigging on that.
Mark said Junkers J3.
I think
Yeah.
That's on the undercarriage, but
it's an albatross got no rigging.
No, they do. One of the late Fokkers has
That was
very
it.
little.
That was it. A Fokker, not an albatross.
One of the late Fokkers. I can't remember the name of it.
it's a Spitfire.
Yeah.
That's what's putting me off doing my Siemens thing.
What the rigging?
Yeah, I need to.
Well, what you need, Andy, is to get Rob to come and organise your stash for you. He's put my wingnut wings in a cupboard, and he says,
I've seen them all, yeah. He showed me.
"Pull this one out first because it acts like a lock pin." I can't remember which key I've got to take out first, so I can't get them out.
He showed me.
It's that tightly crammed in there, and it is this one key we're telling me you've got to take this out first. Then this.
I see.
Is he,
There's a routine, yes. You've got to get a particular kit out to get the rest out.
Yeah. So
Into the Lost Ark.
It's the topmost kit. I can't remember
Make
which
it
one's the
sound
top.
like he booby trapped his staff.
Yeah, that's it. He can't use his own stash.
That's
You know
my
what?
8 scale
Which one is it now?
Siemens SSW.
Well, if you get any of the bottom ones out, Steve, first, you know, like you get the bottom one out,
Yeah, that's cool.
slide that out,
Need to finish it
yours
off.
should slide out.
The all decals on the wings.
Yeah. That's what's got hundreds on the wings.
You'll be right, Steve.
Yeah. Well, the one I intend on building as my next aircraft, which will be next after this raiding and that, next to this farmer. I think that's got, is it 6 sheets of gear core that come with the kit? Or if not more, 6 or 8. And that's all, God knows how many lozenges. It'll take forever.
That's the one that's at the top, I think. You're not getting that one out. Sorry, mate.
I won't be building that one then.
You got me?
I ain't got anything for yours to change.
Just when you said me little.
No, but I've got your. One more, I think. Yeah, right.
Amazing, I've not moved in nearly 2 hours and I've lost some.
Yep.
This is the Edard version of it. Just need to get it finished.
Oh.
You're slowly working through your shelf of doom, aren't you, Andy?
Hey?
I said you're slowly working through your shelf of doom.
I am actually, yeah. Slowly. I put my hood and the glass in me Starfighter tonight.
Hold on.
You can't see much, it's just
There we go.
so it's literally ready for paint now. I've got the wing tanks all. Oh my god. All done. Looks like a Starfighter now.
Very nice.
Beautiful detail on the kit, isn't there? All the
So, considering that kit was released, what, 91, I think it was, something like
yeah.
that? It's actually really nice. It still stands up on today's stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it stood the test of time, hasn't it?
Definitely.
And it's a relatively simple kit as well to do. It's not, there's nothing stupid.
That's why some of the 90s kits are sometimes easier to build than the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have a problem with like tolerances when you put paint on, nothing fits.
Yeah.
That bother in the 90s.
In the 90s.
I still got killed by putting a bulkhead in the wrong way around that, but
Oh, you've told them now.
you can't see it now.
This is such a marginal tail sitter that putting the plastic ejector seat in has made it right.
Do you know what my P61's like that? If you cough, it falls over.
Now blow on it, it'll fall over. It's that the margin is that tight. There we go.
I was trying too fast.
I must admit, it's getting a bit windy down here. I know not on about me.
Beyond having beans for lunch.
What storm was it coming?
I don't know, but I think it's arriving because I can hear it outside. That big oak tree we've got out the front, it's proper swaying. I can hear it from here.
Oh dear.
Is that just your neighbours?
Yeah, that's it. I'm hoping it comes down, really. As long as it falls their way, I don't care. Mind you, the old man's camp might break the fall.
Just wondering when we put that bulkhead in, whether or not I'd put it in the wrong way around.
Yeah.
If I'd lost the detail on the inside of the bulkhead. But the undercarriage, the gear doors are closed anyway, aren't they? When it's
Yeah. They don't close all the way. There's a slight gap.
Is there?
Yeah. Because the forward struts actually there should be a tiny gap. If you look at one when they're sat there at rest, there's actually a small gap.
All right.
Because that's your only trouble when you do it, is trying to get it all in there. Because that's what they say to you about putting it in all before you close it up.
Yeah.
Because trying to put it in afterwards, but it's a lot easier to paint it afterwards.
That's the camera thing. What is it? Oh, it's a camera. Yeah. Where are they?
So, what have you creaking?
What? No, it's not me. No. What are you doing, Nate?
Drying the Flory wash.
Have a new Flory Models dryer.
Oh,
It's
God.
an AK interactive one. We've just not put the logo on.
I like it.
I'm a bit worried I might melt the aeroplane, though, so I have to be a bit careful.
I'm more worried about you dropping it on it.
Is that coming on Saturday?
I don't know.
Got the heater.
See. Hopefully. I've
I
only
need
got to
to-
paint the nose cone black and I'm done. Put a final sort of flat coat on it.
Any more questions, Andy?
Hey?
Any more questions
No, I'm looking now.
for Mr. Ashley?
Oh, everyone voted for the
Ashley.
lacquer one.
Yeah.
Hold on, we have to have a recount.
This is not going to go well.
Rob, are you busy?
Am I busy?
Yeah.
Well, crack on.
Can you just go get my iron decker
Yup.
upstairs? Cheers, bud.
The 30-second one.
Yeah.
That's turned into 48.
Yeah.
Why are you missing it? Do you want to have a look at it?
This could be a new thing. We'll just keep sending him out. Right, can you go and get the mosquito? Can you get Steve's A10?
Jeez.
You carpet on them stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Another pair of slippers.
That's my little iron decker I did ages ago. And
Hold on. There we go.
you point it upwards, Rob, so you can see. Yeah, so you can see the propeller.
Oh, the propeller.
Oh,
What
so you
you,
can,
what you wanted to show?
so you can see all the rigging from the top, from the front.
Yeah, hold on.
There's it. That's it. Ish.
Very nice. How'd you do your prop?
That I just did it how you do it with the oil. Yeah.
Bit dusty.
Is it?
Yeah.
There you
just a
go.
bit. Ah, there we go. I can just break all your rigging now.
Yeah.
Oh, on live. No, that's not really doing it. There's that much rigging. I don't want to get in there.
No.
No, I better not.
Got authentic leathering.
Ah.
Yeah. Can you blow it with the airbrush?
with me
Hold on.
cleaner.
All right, yeah, there you go. That's your blade. Where's my blade? I'm going to carve my name in it.
Rob was here.
Mm.
1914.
It's the head out, isn't it?
Yeah.
What was the rigging? What did you use?
Easy line.
Easy, like,
Glue. He's come out well actually for a scale, hasn't he?
actually. Let me put myself on me, because then I want it to zoom in.
I don't want to focus, is it?
Drop down a little bit, Rob.
Yeah, we had the thing with the mat or the glue.
Yeah, just don't want to.
I didn't see that.
No, it was zooming in. Where is it? It's not really working, is it?
Looks alright, doesn't it? That's it. It's better.
Yeah, but you can't see it now.
Seen enough. Put it back upstairs.
Yeah, it's gone.
Get rid of it.
Larry Lightfoot.
Send him for another one when he comes back down.
Carl's off. Good night.
Night, Carl.
Rob,
Yes.
you just grab my Sky Raider, mate.
Bugger off.
Yeah, and can you get my Mozzie? I tell you what, Rob, you give that a dust if you want.
We'll see if it flies in a minute.
Bill, when you do the rigging on the Camel, World War One planes didn't use turnbuckles. I wasn't going to, so that's all right because I just do super glue trick and knitting in elastic. That's how I always do mine.
Best way.
It's the easy way. Can't you wait? Is it that important?
Looks like it.
Do you want to come and say hello to everyone because no one's seen you before?
We
Come on.
did. Really.
Yeah, hold on.
It's another different dog.
It's funny.
Yeah, just eat that biplane there in front of you.
What's that? The other one will be in a minute.
Oh, dinner.
So yes, hold on. Yes, this is Miss Inquisitive, who's literally into everything, aren't you? You love all this stuff, especially chewing boxes. She's got one little vice, and that is if you get a kit box on the floor, she likes to eat the corners, don't you? All right. Do I need a pee?
Yeah.
Can you wait like 10 minutes, 15 minutes? You'll be fine. Cross your legs. You'll be great. Go and find Lollop. There's another one. You'd sit here all day now, wouldn't you? You're quite happy. Go and talk to everyone. Oh, sorry. Keep you up, clearly. Had a busy day. Right, go on, Ed, Scoop. You still got to wait.
She'll be back in a minute.
Yes, you will be. Yes, it's a Springer, thank God. It's a dwarf one, though, as we call it. Genetically flawed. Yes, that's Molly. So combined between the two, we have Mola, as I call them. It's their generic name when they're both together. So you have Molly and Lola. So I call them Mola. So yeah, unfortunately, that's the thing. Lola, being a Labrador, is completely laid back, sleeps all day. Funny enough, she's just moving now. And, you know, it's totally different animal because Molly is into everything completely. If she doesn't get her walks, you know about it. She bounces off the walls. Right. Shall we have a little bit of a swing around, seeing as we're 10 minutes to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So, Ron, how you doing?
You muted, Ron.
You know he's on mute.
I haven't muted him. I didn't touch him.
He's
Last time
muted.
I did that, I threw him out.
Right,
There you go.
once I've put it on mute. I've been priming my seat.
Priming your seat, is that a thing?
Oh my God.
Ejection seat.
Yeah, but do people prime your ejector seat?
It's like ironing socks. Isn't
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. I've never primed an ejector seat in my life. There we go. That's it now. Ironing socks. Perfect.
It's thorough.
Carriage.
Right.
I'm just waiting for bits to dry, basically.
What primer have you used, Ron?
Sorry?
What primer have you used?
That.
Oh,
Oh, Steinel Res.
yeah. Oh. Wow. Molly.
And primed the pilot as well.
All right. Cool.
Oh, God. Why are you here as well? Oh, Jesus Christ. Got the entire crew now. Molly, put one there. Shh. Hello, Lollop. You all right? What's up, Trump? Go and tell her to shut up. Very nice. Okay, Nathan, how are we doing?
All right, I'm just
Wash it dry.
so a wash, a clear coat, and it's done.
Oh,
So I'm just
looking
about halfway through taking the wash off.
nice indeed. Looking very, very nice. Mr. Matt.
Rob, you're on. I've been deckling. So as he's got the overhead, you can see I've been deckling and I've started on the other side. I've still got loads of stencils to do, but yeah.
Very nice indeed.
Hold on. Say that again. Say it again. I've been deckling.
Yeah, here, and here. But yeah, it's good actually. It looks a lot better now. It's getting some colour to it. If you know.
Yeah, it looks nice with the white on the red, doesn't it? So
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
really
yeah.
makes it pop.
So I'm quite. Do you know what? After falling out with it when I was doing it first time round, I'm really enjoying it this time. And that, you know,
That's it.
how it goes. But yeah. So,
Very nice.
yeah.
There you
Very
go.
cool. John, how you doing?
Doesn't look like I've done a lot, but it's lots of little fiddly bits to put together. But yeah, no, it's coming along okay. Oh, it just dropped off.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming along okay, yeah.
Very nice.
John, sorry. Can you know when you've built that and all that engine? Can you actually have the bonnet open to see it?
I've no idea. I've not looked. Hang on, let's have a look.
I bet you can.
I don't.
Truck's got a brilliant engine, but you can't open it unless you do a lot of surgery. Usually it's that really long hinge across the top of the bonnet. And that, you know, you just can't open it.
No.
Same as my IBG one. You can't open that. It's got a really nice engine as well.
Stupid.
It's a bit pointless doing it if you can't show them off, doesn't it, really?
That's it, definitely.
No, it doesn't look like you can.
All right, so you built an engine you can't see.
But then
You could modify it.
don't glue the bonnet down, innit? That's a simple way.
Depends on the bonnet.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if the bonnet's got no detail on the underside, it'll look crap. Don't know. I assume it probably hasn't got that much, but it's bound to have a few bits in there.
They'll have the strengtheners, won't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah, no, we'll see. If I can't, I'll just sort of leave it, don't glue it down, and then you can just lift it off, can't you, to have a look at it?
Yeah.
Mind you, saying that the back as well, the workshop at the back, I don't think the door's open on that either.
Cool.
That's why it's 25 quid.
Probably, yeah.
That's why I didn't buy it.
It's a shame though, isn't it? You call that detail and you can't see it.
So with that again, I'll just leave the roof. Won't glue the roof, I don't think. So you can just lift it off.
Modify the doors a lot easier than the bonnet. It all depends on where the hinge position is now. It locks. So you should be able to do the doors.
So I think yours in a better position than what that one Andy were doing, where you just really can't get to see what he built.
No, you can't.
But I'm just working out how to paint the damn thing, really.
Make sure you primer it.
Yeah.
So most of it's black, but
Yeah.
just the engine block and that, how to do that and sort of glue all the bits on afterwards. So
They're putting wiring on it. You're going to wire the engine.
I could do, can I? No, I won't. Life's too short. Life's too short for that.
Yeah, do all the wiring, Loom. Want the lot.
Yeah, put spark plugs in.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Yeah. Very good. Right, okay. So, Rob.
Oh God, that.
Brilliant.
There you go.
That's progress.
No, I've been warned about this, and this is the floating cameras. The floating cameras.
Right.
Hold on, I'll show you on that one. That.
So you're not going to see these either, are you?
No, you do, because it's all cut out at the top.
Oh, so what? You have it open?
Like this one.
So you can have it all opened up then?
There you go.
Oh, I see.
So you had to cut that out. So I've got like little panels that open up like so.
Oh, that's not so bad then. All right, we'll let you off.
Does it go that way? Yeah, something like that.
Very nice.
Yeah, something like that. So not much, but progress.
All about. Andy, how's it going?
Fine, I think just masked mechanic up really and done the photo etch hood inside.
Oh.
A bit of clear stuff that you get to cut out and for it, but yeah,
Nice.
And kept his tea in his body.
looking forward to get it painted.
No. With your grey silver colour.
Yeah, I'm doing it this Saturday, so I'm doing nothing else.
Steve?
Well, I haven't felt like doing any modelling, so instead I'll quickly show you latest purchase. Absolutely brilliant. Black Dog are bringing out all engines for aircraft.
I did see that on Hannon's, yeah.
Yeah, get rid of all the crappy pellets. Just got the Hawkeye engine, and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I must admit, I did see it and thought, oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do it for loads of aircraft, but I don't know how well detail will show up on that.
that is nice.
Yeah, no, it is nice.
It is absolutely fantastic. So I use one on my Sea King, and they just keep bringing out more and more each week. So they've even got it for the A400. But you can either buy them as a single engine, or you can buy a twin pack, so you can do both engines. But
So
Yeah.
how much is that, Steve?
that's about 20 quid.
Oh, that's not that bad, is it?
So,
No.
so for the amount and the quality of the casting, that will just clip straight on.
Yeah.
So yeah, well worth looking at if you. But I bet they do about 20, 30 different aircraft now and different engines. So worth investing in.
Very
Is
nice.
that for both versions, Steve, or just the?
This one just says the E2C. But I don't know.
The engine is the same. It was just the props they changed, wasn't it? And the gearbox. So,
Yeah,
So
you
use
can
that on both of them then.
yeah.
So I just found some more questions, but we can roll those over. That's not a problem. We can go through it. And as for me, well, I've been yapping to you lot pretty much all evening. So I've just done that. So I've got a B and a 1 on. My decals are going on very nicely. If I zoom in for close you can. They're going all right. Wrong way. Bloody camera being back front's odd. It is. It's totally arse about face. I go forward, it goes back. It's like, yeah, okay. So yes. So that one's done. No problem with that. So we'll let him drive. Oh, and I'll put the tail on as well. The rudder. Oh, so they're on, doing their bit. So hopefully they will continue to dry nicely overnight. And tomorrow, to be honest, I will probably get no modelling properly done So I'm planning on doing the review for Steve's, Tony, Brian, Jeff, whatever it is. Nick, that's what it is. It's a Nick. So I'll be doing that one, and that'll be up with you as we go through, because I've got to do sander packs to take up to Matt. I've got to do washes to go up to Matt's, and a few other bits and pieces as well. So I've got quite a bit of things to get on with, and some pigment. So I did some pigment today, but it's a bit windy, so I gave up. More of it was going elsewhere than it was actually in the pots. So yes. Thank you to everybody who's joined us in chat as well. Very nice to have you all in there. Just have to say, that photo, I want to show it because it is stunning. Where are we? Look at that. That's a good photo.
Dog.
That's a good dog. Again, totally be mad because it's a Springer and they're completely on the spectrum.
Yes, Neil, we do take debit cards. We've got the card machine working. Yay!
Yes, we take everything. Green Shield stamps, Tiger tokens, you name it, we're having anything.
Yeah.
Right, but thank you for everybody for watching. Thank you very much. So say good night, Steve.
Night.
Say good night, Ron.
Night.
Say good night, Nathan.
Good night.
Say good night, Matt.
Good night.
Say good night, John.
Bye.
Say good night, Rob. Damn, I was trying to get to him before. Say good night, Andy. And good night, everybody. We'll see you next week. Happy modelling. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.